Hello, 5th graders. Welcome to Lesson 11.9, Volume of Rectangular Prisms. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is to find the volume of a rectangular prism. Please pause to write the lesson objective in your notebook. All right, 5th graders, at the top of your lesson pages, it has a quick connection, and I want to stop and talk about this before we begin this lesson. It says, the base of a rectangular prism is a rectangle. So if we look here, if I were to draw a rectangular prism on top of this, I would still have a rectangular base at the bottom. That would be a rectangular prism. And so one way that we can find the volume is by looking at the area. We know that the area is measured in square units, or units squared, which is found by multiplying the length and the width. But volume, however, is made up of unit cubes, or units with a 3 cubed. So when we add the level of volume, not only do we have length and width, but we also add height. So we have length times width, which is what gives us the area, and then we take how tall it is and we multiply it together. The shape here, if you look at the bottom, has 1, 2, 3 on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. We could count inside, or we could multiply. When we find the area, we multiply length times width. So 3 times 4 means that the base of this volume, the area of this base is 12 square units. Great job so far. Let's keep going. Unlock the problem. Sid built the rectangular prism shown to the right using 1-inch cubes. The rectangular prism has a base that is a rectangle and a height of 4 cubes. What is the volume of the rectangular prism that Sid built? You can find the volume of a prism in unit cubes by multiplying the number of square units in the base by the number of layers, or its height. So it says each layer of Sid's rectangular prism is composed of blank unit cubes. Well, if we look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and 1, 2, 3 on this edge, and we know that we multiply them together, so 3 times 4 is 12. And so every time we add a layer, like it's showing you here, we are adding a group of 12. So we could make a table to show if I have one layer, that's 12 unit cubes. If I have 2 layers, that's 24. If I have 3 layers, that's 36. And that's because I took 24 and I added 12 more. If I have 4 layers, then that would be 48, which means I took the height and I multiplied it by 12. So I did 12, which was my area of my base, and I multiplied it by 4. So 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 1 is 4, and that's how we got 48. Question 1. How does the volume change as each layer is added? Well, if I just have this one layer, then I have 12. And then I add 12 more, and I add 12 more, and I add 12 more. So each time I add a layer, the volume increases. Question 2. What does the number you multiply by the height represent? Well, we know that the height is 4, so why did we multiply 4 times 12? Well, we multiplied 12 because 12 is the area of the base. So the volume of this rectangular prism that he built is 48 inches cubed, or cubic inches. Great job, 5th graders. Let's continue. As we just saw, one way to calculate volume is to find the base and the height. Let's practice that again. The volume of this rectangular prism is made up of 1 unit cubes. Each time I see 1 unit cube, it is representing 1 cubic unit or 1 cubic meter. A storage box has a base area of, so let's multiply to find the area. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, and we multiply. So 6 times 4 is 24. And the height, if we look at how many layers we have, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I need to take 24 and multiply it by 6. So my formula would be base 24 times 6. And let's do that to the side. What's 24 times 6? So 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So that gives us 144. Another way to do it, instead of finding the area of the base, is to use length and width and height. And we can multiply all three of these together to find the volume. The base has a length of 6. We counted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The width, we said, was 1, 2, 3, 4. And the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could find this volume by multiplying 6 times 4 times 6, or 24 times 6, which we just did was 144. So you have a couple of options. You could find the base area first and then multiply the height, or you could do it all in one step, length times width times height. But either way, we get the same answer of 144. Great job, 5th graders. Now it's your turn. You're going to find the volume of this rectangular prism to the side. I'll help you out by getting started. It says the length of the rectangular prism. Well, we could count it, but they also gave us a measurement here. The length always goes this way. So the length is 4. The width goes back this direction, how wide it is, and they gave it to us. That is a 5. And so in order to find the area of the base, we would do 4 times 5. And then we would find the height, and the height is how tall it is. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they actually showed us here on this side that it's a 6. So we're going to do 4, this goes right here, but I'm going to run out of space, times 5 times 6. So your job is to fill in that blank right there and be prepared to show your teacher tomorrow. Great job, 5th graders.